Alright, as you do, I listen to music, right? And the music that I listen to have lyrics, as I'm sure yours do too. And those lyrics are not always good. Let me tell you a story here. We're celebrating my 17th birthday. It was a week ago or something. It was the final of year 2024. And after we were hanging out and having fun out there, eventually we got together in the rented apartment to watch the match, basically. And my friends, we are all are minors, by the way. They bought something to drink on the way to the apartment. They asked their not minor friend to buy some water. Of course, water. So we're watching the match peacefully. The boys already drank some of the water and continue to do that. And yeah, believe it or not, but I am the only one out of 17-year-old dudes who wasn't drinking the water whatsoever. Yeah, on my own birthday. I drank Coca-Cola that night. Yeah, I was screaming a little bit, but not too much. We really barely scream when they score and shit. That's it. But over here, turns out, it's a neighbor. A guy around 19 years old. He was kind of sleepy and shit. One of us talked to him and he said, "Yo, you're loud." And I'm like, alright, we'll be a little bit quieter. And then he walked away peacefully. Everything's cool with us. And since then, we haven't screamed not even once. The match is over, we're just chilling. Yeah, we're talking at a normal volume, it's kinda loud, but not this loud. And then, we hear... I go to the door, I look through the peephole, and I see 2 uniformed men. I go to my boys and say, "Uniformed men." They're like, "Uniformed men?" Indeed they are. And my boys are in panic, hiding all the bottles of the water around the apartment. And bear in mind, they've been drinking the water for a few hours now. I mean, not very intensely. They were stretching the pleasure, but still, they were a little bit high. I mean, they're tall. They were tall. Some of them were. And I am the only one who hasn't drank any water. I drink Coke that night, do you remember? You need to open the door, right? But it was too scary. I refused to do that alone. So the friend who was the least tall goes with me. We open the door and like, "Yo, what's up, officers?" Yeah, we didn't do that, obviously. And they told us that somebody called them because they heard some girls being BEATEN in this apartment. Which is absolutely bullshit. There were no girls in that apartment that night. A neighbor basically lied to the police. Anyways, they tell us to show our IDs. We did. And they'd ask, "Who's the owner of the apartment?" We say, "We rented this. We were just watching the football match and maybe we were loud a little bit, but now the match is over." Oh, alright. No, they ask, "The match is over?" Like, yeah, the match is over. Now we're being quiet and shit. There's no girls in this apartment, you can check if you want. And they're like, alright, if we came back, the situation would get a lot worse. And then they left after that. And thank God it didn't occur to them to check one of the boys' breath, because if they did, we would have been cooked, just fucked. Anyways, the second they left us, we all freaked out as shit. We were talking like that while we were disguising our plan. What happened next? Eventually, we decided to get the fuck out of this apartment. Take all the bottles with us, throw the empty ones into the trash, and finish the left ones. We decided to run because if a neighbor was crazy enough to lie to the police in the first place, he or she might do that again. And if that happened, that would have taken us to the department where it's so easy to find out that the boys were tall. So we basically ran away. If they did come, no one would answer the door. And I'm not sure if they would have a permission to break into the house, but I suppose they would, because a neighbor would have told them that the beating is still going on. And if they did break into the house, they would see, oh, no one's in here, and it all ends up very conveniently. Where do we go? Home. They know the apartment is rented. So we could peacefully say that we decided to go home. Everything is really convenient. So after getting rid of the empty bottles of the water, two of us who wanted to finish the left ones have gone their way, we've gone our way. We've split up basically. And thank God, since then, everything went smooth and cool. And why did I tell you this story? Answer this question. What have we been doing that night? Basically, I have been running from the cops that night. Haven't I? And the thing is, I thought that was pretty normal because I rarely hang out like that through the night. It wasn't the first time. But two of my friends that have been on my birthday hang out like that with their different friends almost every day, every week. And they told me that never ever did anyone call the cops on them. That was the first time for them. That's when I freaked out because think about it. They hang out like that pretty often. And I'm sure they've been louder than we have and no one called the cops on them. Maximum neighbors would turn up and that's it. I hanged out like that one time and cops arrived. Why? Because a neighbor heard some girls being beaten up in this apartment. What the fuck? It doesn't happen like that. It's not normal. There's clearly something up with it. And recently, I realized there's a song called All I Know by MGK that has been on my playlist for a long time, which means I've listened to this song very, very many times, alright? And it has lyrics, right? I want to highlight these words in particular. So I've listened to these words countless of times. And what happened? Almost word for word, I had literally been running from the cops that night. What happened is that I brainwashed myself by these lyrics so many times that my mind changed the reality. Think about it, those guys hanged out like that hundreds of times. No one ever called the cops. I hanged out like that one time and they called the cops. And the reason is ridiculous, bro. It's clearly something up with it. My mind is up. I brainwashed myself by those lyrics so many times that it came true. Even more examples. Alright. MGK also has songs named Pepper Cuts and A. And what's so special about these songs? Both of them got lyrics about sleeping in. Pepper Cuts just got sleeping in. Classic. And A got I had a meeting at 7, I skipped and I slept and woke up 7 p.m. Bro, I've listened to these bazillion times and even sang along with it. That's even worse. And guess what happened? I, who have a really firm sleep schedule, suddenly got troubles waking up on time. I've been consistently waking up at 6 a.m. with no exception. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, I couldn't do it anymore. Once again, what happened was that I brainwashed myself with these lyrics about sleeping in, and I started sleeping in. Crazy, right? So what do we say? The words they listen to, especially if there's the music, and especially if there's the music you like, are really powerful. They can change your reality indirectly. Your mind is always shifting the reality, right? But sometimes it's doing that according to those lines, lyrics you've listened to bazillion times. So what I've done after that realization is that I edited my playlist. I completely got rid of the songs whose lyrics I don't want to control whatsoever. And there is some songs that I really like, but they just got a few lines that shouldn't be there. So I edited those songs. I manually excluded those lines. So it's either nothing instead of them, just pure silence, or instrumentals. So my playlist used to look like this. Now it looks like this. Crazy, isn't it? As I'm sure you've already guessed what the actionable step here is, you're right. Go open up your playlist and read the lyrics of each song and decide whether you will continue listening to that or not. It's not going to be easy to teach you the song you'll like, but it turned out to have pretty shit, depressed lyrics. But That's what you gotta do. Cut the songs out. Your future basically depends on it. And I think your future and the lives of your future kids and wife are worth way fucking more than the dopamine spikes you get from listening to that song. So the choice is pretty easy, isn't it? And if I'm wrong, then okay, go on with listening that you'd rather be dead and everyone hates you, which is not true. Think about it, it's almost affirmations. And affirmations work only when emotions are attached. And believe me, they're attached when you listen to a song you like. So these affirmations are really, really powerful, especially when you sing the lyrics. If you listen to I'm lonely, I'm sad, and sing it over and over again, bro, that shit harms you. Stop doing that. Stop listening to sad songs and check the lyrics of good ones. They, like happy songs, might have pretty shit lyrics. Sometimes they have a line or two that would be better if excluded, like in the song Kiss Kiss by MGK. I excluded this line. You can do the same thing, just cut out the part of the main song and put the instrumental in there. That's it. If you're not able to do that yourself, then just contact me, I'll do that for you. So that was it. Go open up your playlist and read the lyrics of each song. Alright? Take action, bro. Save yourself. Bye.